CASA of the Pikes Peak Region works every day to bring confidence to children, and now you can be a part of the mission. And although the work can sometimes be hard, the results are just as rewarding. Carrie is here with some volunteer opportunities for you. Good morning, Carrie.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So for those who might not be familiar with CASA of the Pikes Peak Region, kind of tell me what the role it plays in our community.
So CASA stands for Court Appointed Special Advocates, and we're one of about 900 CASA programs across the country. And what we do is recruit, train, and support volunteers from the community who stand by and advocate for kiddos who are involved in the child welfare system and the foster care system because of child abuse or neglect.
So what are these volunteers actually doing to help these kids in the foster system?
So CASA volunteers, first of all, they go through a pretty substantial training process. Like, they don't have to know the ins and outs of child therapy and stuff like that. But after training, they become sworn in as officers of the court, and they will be assigned a case that is in the court system, and then they take that child on the case and they get to know that child. They go visit with them, whether it's in their foster home or whether it's with their biological parents. They get to know everything about that child so that when it comes time for the court proceedings where decisions are being made, they have all the information that a judge might need. They make recommendations to the judge on what would be in the best interest for that child.
I like the fact that it's something like that. It's always about what the child needs and what the child is in the best interest for.
Yeah, because a lot of the, judges have dozens of cases coming across their desk, and the caseworkers with DHS are dealing with dozens of cases, but these CASA volunteers only have one case at a time, so they can really dive in and get to know the child, often more so than the other people working on it.
And there are so many other programs as well with CASA that you can volunteer with as well.
Yeah, if somebody doesn't think that being a CASA advocate is the right fit for them, we have 3 other programs people can volunteer with. One of them is called Supervised Exchange and Parenting Time. So when there's a court order in place for a parent to have supervised visits with their child, volunteers facilitate those visits. We have a program called Lifelong Links, where volunteers will use ancestry and genealogy tools to find family connections for children that are in foster care. And then we have a program called the Milton Foster Children's Fund. That's actually the program that benefits from the Give campaign every year. And it is designed to provide opportunities and experiences to kiddos to build resiliency and confidence for the future.
Wait, that's a great one for people to go out and donate through the Give campaign.
Absolutely. We made about $16,000 last year in the Give campaign.
We love that. Go Southern Colorado.
Yeah, I know. And it all went towards programs for kids. Like for instance, it might pay for piano lessons or sports camp or things like that that the kids in foster care don't necessarily have access to.
How can people get started if they're interested in volunteering?
So we have volunteer orientations about twice a month. The next one's actually tomorrow. It's at our office downtown. And then we also have one on November 13th called Dudes and Brews. That one is going to be at Trinity Brewing, and it is specifically to recruit more men to volunteer because we would really like to see more men come out and work with the boys. But if anyone wants to RSVP to one of those, the information is on our website.
What are the benefits about attending one of these orientations?
So the orientations will answer all your questions. Obviously I can't answer all the questions about what it is right here on TV this morning, but
4 minutes, go.
Yeah, no, there's an hour. It's an hour, and you just ask your questions, and somebody will give a presentation. But then part of the presentation is also the volunteers themselves, so they can tell you what it's like from their point of view.
Well, Carrie, thank you so much for coming on. So being a part of the Give campaign, but also what you guys do for our kids in the foster system here in Southern Colorado.
Thank you, Krista.
If you're interested in being a CASA volunteer, sign up for any of the upcoming volunteer information sessions online. Don't forget there's one holding tomorrow, and they've got the Dudes and Brews coming up on November 13th.
That's right.
We'd also like to say a special thank you to Give Pikes Peak for bringing us this segment.